Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Complete Guide to Windows Server 2025 Remote Desktop Services, RDS. This tutorial provides a comprehensive guide to configuring and managing remote desktop services, RDS, on Windows Server 2025. It covers everything from initial setup to advanced features, including code examples for scripting and automation. Table of Contents *. 1. Understanding Remote Desktop Services, RDS. 2. RDS Licensing. 3. Installation and configuration of RDS roles. * 3.1. Remote Desktop Session Host, rdsh. * 3.2. Remote Desktop Connection Broker, rdcb. * 3.3. Remote Desktop Web Access, rdwa. * 3.4. Remote Desktop Gateway, rdgw. * 3.5. Remote Desktop Licensing, rdls. 4. Configuring RD Session Host. * 4.1. Session Timeout Settings. * 4.2. Redirection Settings, Printers, Drives, Clipboard. * 4.3. Security Settings. * 4.4. Load Balancing. 5. Publishing Remote APPs. * 5.1. Creating Remote APPs. * 5.2. Assigning Remote APPs to users/groups. 6. User Profile Disks, UPD. * 6.1. Creating a UPD share. * 6.2. Configuring UPD for a collection. 7. High Availability, HA, for RDS. * 7.1. HA for RD Connection Broker. * 7.2. HA for RD Session Host. * 7.3. HA for RD Gateway. 8. Security Best Practices for RDS. * 8.1. Network Level Authentication, NLA. * 8.2. RD Gateway with SSL. * 8.3. Multi-Factor Authentication, MFA. * 8.4. Regular Security Audits and Updates. 9. Scripting and Automation with PowerShell. * 9.1. Managing RDS roles with PowerShell. * 9.2. Automating Remote APP Publishing. * 9.3. Monitoring RDS performance with PowerShell. 10. Troubleshooting common RDS issues. 11. RDS in Azure, optional. 12. Conclusion. 1. Understanding Remote Desktop Services, RDS. Remote Desktop Services, RDS, allows users to access applications and desktops remotely over a network. It's a core component of Windows Server that provides centralized application and desktop management. Users connect to the server using the Remote Desktop Protocol, RDP, client. RDS offers several advantages. Centralized management. Applications and desktops are managed from a central server, simplifying administration and updates. Cost savings. Reduces the need for powerful client devices, lowering hardware costs. Enhanced security. Data resides on the server, reducing the risk of data loss or theft from client devices. Access from anywhere. Users can access applications and desktops from anywhere with an internet connection, if RD Gateway is configured. 2. RDS licensing. RDS requires licensing. You need both a Windows Server license and RDS client access licenses, CALIs. There are two types of RDS calories. Asterisk per device cal asterisk a cal is required for each device that connects to the RDS server, regardless of the number of users on that device. Asterisk per user cal asterisk a cal is required for each user that connects to the RDS server, regardless of the number of devices they use. Important asterisk ensure you have the correct type and number of RDS calories installed and activated on the RD licensing server before users connect. Without proper licensing, users will be granted a temporary license, but eventually, connections will be blocked. 3. Installation and configuration of RDS roles. RDS consists of several roles. You can install all roles on a single server, for small deployments, or distribute them across multiple servers, for larger, more scalable deployments. Asterisk remote desktop session host, RDSH. This is the server where applications and desktops are hosted. Users connect to this server to run their applications and desktops. Asterisk remote desktop connection broker, rdcb. This role manages user connections to RD session hosts. It provides load balancing and session redirection. Asterisk remote desktop web access, rdwa. This role allows users to access remote apps and desktops through a web browser. Asterisk remote desktop gateway, rdgw. This role provides a secure connection for users connecting from outside the corporate network. It acts as a reverse proxy, protecting the RD session hosts from direct exposure to the Internet. Asterisk remote desktop licensing, rdls. This role manages RDS calories. It stores, issues, and tracks RDS calories. 3.1. Remote desktop session host, RDSH. Installation using server manager asterisk. 1. Open server manager. 2. Click add roles and features. 3. Select role-based or feature-based installation. 4. Select the server on which you want to install the RDSH role. 5. Select the remote desktop services role. 6. On the Select Role Services page, select Remote Desktop Session Host. 7. Follow the prompts to complete the installation. You'll be prompted to restart the server. Installation using PowerShell asterisk. 3.2. Remote Desktop Connection Broker, rdcb. Installation using Server Manager asterisk. 1. Open Server Manager. 2. Click Add Roles and Features. 3. Select Role-Based or Feature-Based Installation. 4. Select the server on which you want to install the rdcb role. 5. Select the Remote Desktop Services role. 6. On the Select Role Services page, select Remote Desktop Connection Broker. 7. Follow the prompts to complete the installation. You'll be prompted to restart the server. Installation using PowerShell asterisk. 3.3. Remote Desktop Web Access, RDWA. Installation using Server Manager asterisk. 1. Open Server Manager. 2. Click Add Roles and Features. 3. Select Role-Based or Feature-Based Installation. 4. Select the server on which you want to install the RDWA role. 5. Select the Remote Desktop Services role. 6. On the Select Role Services page, select Remote Desktop Web Access. 7. Follow the prompts to complete the installation. You'll be prompted to restart the server. Installation using PowerShell asterisk. 3.4. Remote Desktop Gateway, rdgw. Installation using Server Manager asterisk. 1. Open Server Manager. 2. Click Add Roles and Features. 3. Select Role-Based or Feature-Based Installation. 4. Select the server on which you want to install the rdgw role. 5. Select the Remote Desktop Services role. 6. On the Select Role Services page, select Remote Desktop Gateway. 7. Follow the prompts to complete the installation. You'll need an SSL certificate for this role. 8. Follow the prompts to complete the installation. You'll be prompted to restart the server. Installation using PowerShell *. 3.5. Remote Desktop Licensing, RDLS. Installation using Server Manager *. 1. Open Server Manager. 2. Click Add Roles and Features. 3. Select role-based or feature-based installation. 4. Select the server on which you want to install the RDLS role. 5. Select the Remote Desktop Services role. 6. On the Select Role Services page, select Remote Desktop Licensing. 7. Follow the prompts to complete the installation. You'll be prompted to restart the server. Installation using PowerShell *. Configuring RDLS *. After installation, you need to activate the RD licensing server and install rd's. 1. Open Remote Desktop Licensing Manager, linkr.exe. 2. Right-click the server name and select Activate Server. Follow the wizard. 3. Right-click the server name and select Install Licenses. Follow the wizard and provide your license key. Select the license program, quantity, and product version, example Windows Server 2025 RDS Cal. 4. Configuring RD Session Host. After installing the rdsh role, you need to configure various settings to optimize performance and security. 4.1. Session Timeout Settings. These settings control how long a user session can be idle or disconnected before it is terminated. Active session limit the maximum time an active session can last. Idle session limit the maximum time an idle session can remain connected. Disconnected session limit the maximum time a disconnected session can remain active. Configuration using Group Policy *. 1. Open Group Policy Management Editor, gpmc.msc. 2. Create a new GPO or edit an existing one. 3. Navigate to Computer Configuration /Policies /Administrative Templates /Windows Components /Remote Desktop Services /Remote Desktop Session Host /Session Time Limits. 4. Configure the desired settings. Configuration using PowerShell *. 4.2. Redirection settings, printers, drives, clipboard. These settings control which local resources, printers, drives, clipboard, are available within the remote session. Configuration using Group Policy *. 1. Open Group Policy Management Editor, gpmc.msc. 2. Create a new GPO or edit an existing one. 3. Navigate to Computer Configuration /Policies /Administrative Templates /Windows Components /Remote Desktop Services /Remote Desktop Session Host /Device and Resource Redirection. 4. Configure the desired settings, such as Do not allow drive redirection * enables or disables drive redirection. Do not allow printer redirection * enables or disables printer redirection. Do not allow clipboard redirection * enables or disables clipboard redirection. Configuration using PowerShell, example to disable drive redirection. 4.3. Security settings. These settings enhance the security of the RD session host. Requires secure RPC communication * enforces secure communication between the client and server. Set encryption level * sets the level of encryption used for the RDP connection. Requires specific transport layers, SSL/TLS enforces the use of SSL/TLS for the RDP connection. Configuration using Group Policy *. 1. Open Group Policy Management Editor, gpmc.msc. 2. Create a new GPO or edit an existing one. 3. Navigate to Computer Configuration /Policies /Administrative Templates /Windows Components /Remote Desktop Services /Remote Desktop Session Host /Security. 4. Configure the desired settings. 4.4. Load balancing. If you have multiple RD session hosts, you can configure load balancing to distribute user connections across the servers. The RD connection broker handles load balancing. 1. In Server Manager, navigate to Remote Desktop Services Collections. 2. Select the collection you want to configure. 3. In the Properties section, under Servers, add all the RD session hosts you want to include in the load balancing pool. 4. The RD connection broker automatically distributes connections based on session count or server performance, configurable via PowerShell, but session count is the default. 5. Publishing remote APPs. Remote APPs allow users to access individual applications hosted on the RD session host as if they were running locally. 5.1. Creating remote APPs. 1. In Server Manager, navigate to Remote Desktop Services Collections. 2. Select the collection you want to use for remote APPs. 3. In the Properties section, under Remote APP Programs, click Publish Remote APP Programs. 4. Select the applications you want to publish and click Publish. 5.2. Assigning remote APPs to users/groups. 1. In Server Manager, navigate to Remote Desktop Services Collections. 2. Select the collection. 3. In the Properties section, under Remote APP Programs, select the remote APP you want to assign. 4. Right-click the remote APP and select Edit Properties. 5. Go to the User Assignment tab. 6. Add the users or groups you want to grant access to the remote APP. 6. User Profile Disks, UPD. User Profile Disks, UPDs, store user profiles on a dedicated VHDX disk, allowing users to have consistent profiles across multiple RD session hosts. This is important for pooled virtual desktops and rdsh farms. 6.1. Creating a UPD share. Create a dedicated network share for storing UPDs. This share needs to be accessible to all RD session hosts in the collection. Important security considerations for the UPD share ***. Permissions *** the share permissions must be configured correctly. The NT authority \system account needs change permissions to create and manage the UPDs. Users should not have direct write access to the share root. Security filtering ** consider using security filtering to restrict access to the UPD share to only the RD session host computers. 6.2. Configuring UPD for a collection. 1. In Server Manager, navigate to Remote Desktop Services Collections. 2. Select the collection you want to configure. 3. In the Properties section, click User Profile Disks. 4. Select Enable User Profile Disks. 5. Enter the UNC path to the UPD share you created. 6. Specify the maximum size of the UPD, in GB. 7. Choose whether to store only the following folders on the UPD or store all user settings and data. Storing only specific folders is often preferred for performance reasons. Consider including these folders: appdata \roaming, documents, desktop, downloads, pictures, music, videos. 7. High availability, HA, for RDS. High availability ensures that RDS remains available even if one or more servers fail. 7.1. HA for RD Connection Broker. Asterisk database mirroring. Asterisk use SQL Server database mirroring or always-on availability groups for the RD connection broker database. Asterisk load balancing. Asterisk deploy multiple RD connection brokers behind a load balancer. Windows Network Load Balancing, NLB, or a hardware load balancer can be used. Asterisk DNS round robin. Asterisk while possible, DNS round robin is not recommended for HA due to its limitations in detecting server failures. 7.2. HA for RD session host. Asterisk multiple RD session hosts. Asterisk deploy multiple RD session hosts and configure load balancing using the RD connection broker. Asterisk user profile disks. UPDs. Use UPDs to ensure users have consistent profiles across all RD session hosts. 7.3. HA for RD gateway. Asterisk NLB/hardware load balancer. Asterisk deploy multiple RD gateways behind a load balancer. Asterisk configure DNS. Asterisk configure DNS to point to the load balancer's IP address. 8. Security best practices for RDS. Security is paramount for RDS deployments. 8.1. Network level authentication, NLA. NLA requires users to authenticate before a remote desktop session is established. This helps prevent denial of service attacks and reduces the risk of unauthorized access. Configuration using group policy. Asterisk 1. Open Group Policy Management Editor, gpmc.msc. 2. Create a new GPO or edit an existing one. 3. Navigate to Computer Configuration /Policies /Administrative Templates /Windows Components /Remote Desktop Services /Remote Desktop Session Host /Security. 4. Enable the require user authentication for remote connections by using network level authentication setting. 8.2. RD Gateway with SSL. When allowing remote access from outside the corporate network, always use RD Gateway. Asterisk SSL certificate. Asterisk install a valid SSL certificate on the RD Gateway server. Use a certificate from a trusted certificate authority, CA. Self-signed certificates are not recommended for production environments. Asterisk connection authorization policies, CAPs, and resource authorization policies, RAPs. CAPs control who can connect to the RD Gateway server. RAPs control which resources, RD session hosts, users can access. 8.3. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. Implement MFA to add an extra layer of security to RDS. MFA requires users to provide 2 or more authentication factors, example password and a code from a mobile app. Asterisk Azure MFA. Asterisk integrate RDS with Azure multi-factor authentication. Asterisk third-party MFA solutions. Asterisk use third-party MFA solutions that integrate with Windows Server. 8.4. Regular security audits and updates. Asterisk regularly audit security settings. Asterisk review RDS security settings to ensure they are configured correctly. Asterisk install security updates. Asterisk keep Windows Server, RDS roles, and all related software up to date with the latest security patches. Asterisk implement a patch management system. Asterisk use a patch management system to automate the process of installing security updates. 9. Scripting and automation with PowerShell. PowerShell provides powerful tools for managing and automating RDS tasks. 9.1. Managing RDS roles with PowerShell. 9.2. Automating remote app publishing. 9.3. Monitoring RDS performance with PowerShell. 10. Troubleshooting common RDS issues. Asterisk licensing issues. Asterisk ensure RDS calories are installed and activated correctly. Check the event logs for licensing errors. Asterisk connection problems. Asterisk verify network connectivity, firewall rules, and RD gateway settings. Check the RDP listener on the RD session host. Asterisk performance issues. Asterisk monitor CPU, memory, and disk I/O on the RD session hosts. Optimize application performance and session timeout settings. Asterisk profile issues. Asterisk check UPD configuration and permissions. Verify the UPD share is accessible. Asterisk remote app issues. Asterisk ensure remote app programs are published correctly and users have the appropriate permissions. 11. RDS in Azure, optional. Windows Server 2025 RDS can be deployed in Azure using Azure Virtual Machines. This provides a scalable and flexible RDS solution. Azure Virtual Desktop, AVD, is Microsoft's fully managed cloud-based desktop and app virtualization service and is the recommended approach for deploying RDS-like solutions in Azure, offering simplified management and enhanced features compared to deploying RDS on Azure VMS directly. While outside the scope of this primary tutorial, AVD offers easier configuration and integrates better with other Azure services. 12. Conclusion. Remote desktop services is a powerful and versatile technology for delivering applications and desktops remotely. By following the steps in this tutorial, you can successfully configure and manage RDS on Windows Server 2025. Remember to prioritize security best practices and implement monitoring and automation to ensure a reliable and efficient RDS environment. Always consult official Microsoft documentation for the most up-to-date information and best practices. Complete Guide to Windows Server 2025 Remote Desktop Services, RDS. This comprehensive guide provides a detailed walkthrough of setting up and configuring remote desktop services, RDS, on Windows Server 2025. We'll cover everything from installation and licensing to advanced configurations like remote desktop gateway and session management. Throughout, we'll include code examples, primarily PowerShell, to illustrate configuration steps. Prerequisites asterisk Windows Server 2025 You'll need a clean installation of Windows Server 2025. Ensure the server meets the hardware requirements. Standard or data center editions are typically used. Domain environment RDS works best within a domain environment. Join your server to the Active Directory domain. Administrative privileges you'll need administrator privileges on the server. Valid RDS licenses remote desktop services requires RDS client access licenses, CALIs, for each user or device connecting. Purchase and activate these licenses before enabling RDS. Basic networking knowledge understanding of IP addressing, DNS, and firewalls is beneficial. PowerShell familiarity with PowerShell is highly recommended for automating tasks. Installation and initial configuration. 1. Installing the remote desktop services role There are two primary ways to install the RDS role, Server Manager and PowerShell. A. Using Server Manager 1. Open Server Manager. 2. Click Add Roles and Features. 3. Click Next through the initial screens. 4. Select role-based or feature-based installation. 5. Choose the server you're configuring. 6. Select the Remote Desktop Services role. 7. On the Role Services page, select the following. Remote Desktop Session Host This is the core service that allows users to connect to the server and run applications remotely. Remote Desktop Connection Broker This service manages connections and load balancing in an RDS deployment. If you're creating a single server RDS deployment, you'll still need this role. Asterisk remote desktop licensing asterisk this service manages the RDS calories. Optional role services asterisk. Asterisk remote desktop web access asterisk provides a web portal for users to access remote apps and desktops. Asterisk remote desktop gateway asterisk enables secure access to remote apps and desktops from outside the corporate network. We'll discuss this in detail later. 8. Click Next through the feature selection. 9. Review the summary and click Install. The server might require a reboot. B. Using PowerShell asterisk asterisk. Open PowerShell as an administrator and run the following command. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk install Windows feature, PowerShell command for installing Windows features. Asterisk name, specifies the name of the feature to install. Asterisk remote desktop services, meta feature that installs all the RDS core components. Asterisk RDS connection broker, installs the remote desktop connection broker role. Asterisk RDS RD server, installs the remote desktop session host role. Asterisk RDS licensing, installs the remote desktop licensing role. Asterisk RDS web access, installs the remote desktop web access role, optional. Asterisk RDS gateway, installs the remote desktop gateway role, optional. Asterisk include management tools, includes the management tools associated with the features. After installation, you'll likely need to restart the server. 2. Configuring the deployment properties asterisk asterisk. After installation, you need to configure the deployment properties. A. Through Server Manager asterisk asterisk. 1. In Server Manager, go to Remote Desktop Services. 2. You'll see a list of servers involved in the RDS deployment. In a simple setup, this will be your one server. 3. Look for the Deployment Overview section at the bottom. If the services are not configured, you will see a warning stating configuration required. 4. Click on Tasks-Deploy Remote Desktop Services. 5. Select Standard Deployment. 6. Select the appropriate server for the connection broker, RD Web Access, and RD Session Host roles. 7. Confirm the selection and click Deploy. 8. Wait for the deployment to complete. B. Through PowerShell, Quick Session Deployment. For a simple, single server deployment for testing or small environments, you can use the new Road Session Deployment command. Important asterisk: this is suitable for basic deployments only. It's highly recommended to configure roles separately for production environments. Replace yourserver.yourdomain.com with the fully qualified domain name, FQDN, of your server. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk new Road Session Deployment, command to create a remote desktop session deployment. Asterisk connection broker, specifies the FQDN of the connection broker server. Asterisk web access server, specifies the FQDN of the RD web access server. Asterisk session host, specifies the FQDN of the session host server. 3. Configuring the licensing server asterisk asterisk. You need to specify the licensing server that will manage RDS calories. A. Through Server Manager asterisk asterisk. 1. In Server Manager, go to Remote Desktop Services. 2. In the Deployment Overview section, click the RD licensing role. 3. Right-click the server listed under Servers and select RD Licensing Manager. 4. Right-click the server name in the RD Licensing Manager and select Activate Server. 5. Follow the wizard to activate the licensing server. You'll need your license pack ID. 6. Right-click the server name again and select Install Licenses. Follow the wizard to install your RDS calories. Specify the license type, per user or per device, and the number of licenses. B. Through PowerShell ***. Explanation ***setrode licenseserver, specifies the licensing server to use for RDS. **license server, FQDN of the licensing server. **connection broker, FQDN of the connection broker server. **setrode session collection configuration, configures the license type for the specified collection. *collection name, name of the session collection. The default is collection name, but you may have named it something else. You can get the list of collection name using getrode session collection. *license type, specifies the licensing mode, per user or per device. *restart service, restarts the remote desktop services service. Important considerations for licensing *. Per user versus per device *. Choose the licensing mode based on your needs. Per user is generally better for users who access the RDS environment from multiple devices. Per device is better for environments with shared devices. *cal versions *ensure your RDS calories are compatible with the version of Windows Server you're using. Newer versions of Windows Server typically require newer calories. While older calories might work, it's not officially supported and can cause problems. License grace period *RDS has a license grace period. During this period, users can connect without requiring licenses. However, you must activate and install licenses before the grace period expires. 4. Configuring user access ***. You need to grant users or groups permission to connect to the RD session host server. A. Through Server Manager, local users and groups. 1. Open Server Manager. 2. Go to Tools-Computer Management. 3. Expand local users and groups and select groups. 4. Double-click the remote desktop users group. 5. Click Add. And add the users or groups you want to grant access to. B. Through PowerShell ***. Explanation ***addrode server, adds a server to the RDS deployment. *server, specifies the FQDN of the server. *role, specifies the role to assign to the server, example RDS RD server, RDS connection broker, RDS web access. *addrode session host, adds a server to the specified collection. Collection name, name of the session collection. *rdgw session host, adds user to the RD session host collection. Collection name, name of the session collection. User, the account which will be added to session host. Group, the group account which will be added to session host. 2. Remote APP configuration. Remote APP allows you to publish individual applications to users, giving them a seamless experience as if the application is running locally. 1. Publishing remote APPs ***. A. Through Server Manager ***. 1. In Server Manager, go to Remote Desktop Services. 2. Select the collection you created, or the default collection name. 3. In the Remote APP Programs section, click Publish Remote APP Programs. 4. Select the applications you want to publish from the list of installed applications. 5. Click Publish. B. Through PowerShell ***. Explanation New remote APP, to create a remote APP. Alias, a unique alias for the remote APP. Display name, the name that will be displayed to users. File path, the path to the executable file of the application. Asterisk collection name, the name of the collection to publish the remote app to. 2. Accessing remote apps ***. Users can access remote apps in several ways. Remote desktop web access, RD web access. Users can log in to the RD web access portal, usually https://yourserver.yourdomain.com/rdweb, and access the published remote apps and desktops. Remote app and desktop connections. Users can configure a remote app and desktop connections entry in their Windows control panel. This will add the remote apps to their start menu as if they were installed locally. 3. Remote Desktop Gateway, rdgw. rdgw allows users to securely connect to their remote apps and desktops from outside the corporate network without requiring a VPN. 1. Installing and configuring rdgw ***. A. Installation, already covered in Section I. Ensure you selected the Remote Desktop Gateway role service during the initial RDS installation. If not, install it now using Server Manager or PowerShell. B. Configuration ***. 1 SSL certificate *** RD Gateway requires an SSL certificate. You can use a self-signed certificate for testing, but a certificate from a Trusted Certificate Authority, CA, is strongly recommended for production environments. Self-signed certificate, for testing only. Requesting a certificate from a CA * use the Certificate Manager, certlm.msc, or PowerShell to create a certificate request and submit it to your CA. Import the certificate after it's issued. 2. Configuring the RD Gateway Server ***. A. Through Server Manager ***. 1. In Server Manager, go to Remote Desktop Services. 2. In the Deployment Overview section, click the RD Gateway role. 3. Right-click the server listed under Servers and select RD Gateway Manager. 4. Right-click the server name in the RD Gateway Manager and select Properties. 5. On the SSL Certificate tab, select the certificate you want to use. 6. On the Connection Authorization Policies, CAP, tab, create or modify a CAP. A CAP defines who can connect to the RD Gateway. User group specify the Active Directory group whose members are allowed to connect. Client computer group optional. You can restrict connections based on computer groups. Authentication methods specify the authentication methods allowed, password, smart card. 7. On the Resource Authorization Policies, RAP, tab, create or modify a RAP. A RAP defines which resources, RD session host servers, users are allowed to access through the RD Gateway. User group specify the Active Directory group whose members are allowed to access the resources. This should match the user group in the CAP. Network resource specify the FQDN of the RD session host server, S, or an Active Directory group containing the servers. Allowed ports specify the allowed ports for the connection, typically 3389 for RDP. B. Through PowerShell, complex, best to manage through GUI after initial setup. 3. Firewall configuration ***. Ensure that your firewall allows inbound connections to the RD Gateway server on port 443, HTTPS. This is the standard port for RD Gateway communication. If you are using a different port, make sure to configure the firewall accordingly. You might also need to allow outbound connections from the RD Gateway server to the RD session host servers on port 3389, RDP. 2. Configuring clients to use rdgateway ***. Clients need to be configured to use the rdgateway server. A. Through remote desktop connection, mstsc.exe. 1. Open remote desktop connection. 2. Enter the FQDN of the RD session host server in the computer field. 3. Click Show Options. 4. Go to the Advanced tab. 5. Under Connect from Anywhere, click Settings. 6. Select Use these RD Gateway server settings. 7. Enter the FQDN of the RD Gateway server in the server name field. 8. Choose the connection method, usually detect automatically. 9. Click OK. B. Through Group Policy ***. You can configure RD Gateway settings using group policy for easier management of multiple clients. 1. Open Group Policy Management, gpmc.msc. 2. Create or edit a group policy object, GPO, that applies to the computers you want to configure. 3. Navigate to Computer Configuration \policies \administrative templates \Windows Components \Remote Desktop Services \Remote Desktop Connection Client. 4. Enable the Specify RD Gateway Server Settings policy. 5. Configure the RD Gateway server name, connection method, and other settings. 4. Session Management and Performance Optimization. 1. Session limits and idle time ***. You can configure session limits and idle time settings to improve server performance and security. A. Through Server Manager ***. 1. In Server Manager, go to Remote Desktop Services. 2. Select the collection you created. 3. In the Properties section, under Tasks, click Edit Properties. 4. Go to the Session tab. 5. Configure the following settings. End a disconnected session **. Specify how long a disconnected session will remain active before being terminated. Active session limit **. Specify the maximum time a session can remain active. Idle session limit **. Specify how long a session can remain idle before being disconnected or terminated. When a limit is reached *. Choose what happens when a limit is reached, disconnect or end session. B. Through PowerShell **. Explanation **. Setrode session collection configuration, configures settings for a session collection. Collection name, name of the session collection. Max idle time, maximum idle time in seconds. Max session time, maximum session time in seconds. Disconnected session limit, specifies the number of seconds that a disconnected session remains active before it is terminated. 2. Performance optimization ***. Resource monitoring **. Regularly monitor server resource usage, CPU, memory, disk I/O, using Performance Monitor or Task Manager. Identify bottlenecks and address them. Antivirus exclusions exclude RDS related files and folders from antivirus scans to improve performance. Consult your antivirus vendor for specific recommendations. Group policy optimization review group policy settings to ensure they are not negatively impacting RDS performance. Disk performance use fast storage, SSD, for the operating system and application installation. Network bandwidth ensure sufficient network bandwidth for users. Especially critical for remote app deployments. Consider QoS, quality of service, to prioritize RDP traffic. 3. Session broker load balancing, for larger deployments. In larger RDS deployments with multiple RD session host servers, the connection broker can load balance users across the servers. This ensures that no single server is overloaded. This also provides higher availability. Add additional RD session host servers. Add more RD session host servers via Server Manager or PowerShell. B. Configure connection broker farm settings. Explanation Asterisk setrode session collection configuration configures settings for a session collection. Asterisk collection name of the session collection. Asterisk load balance weight assign the load balancing weight. The greater the weight, the more sessions the server will handle. 4. User profile disks, UPDs. UPDs allow users to have a consistent profile experience across multiple RD session host servers. This is particularly useful in load-balanced environments. A. Configuring UPDs***. 1. Create a shared folder ** Create a shared folder on a file server to store the UPDs. Grant the RD session host servers read/write permissions to the shared folder. 2. Configure the session collection ** A. Through Server Manager ***. 1. In Server Manager, go to Remote Desktop Services. 2. Select the collection you created. 3. In the Properties section, under Tasks, click Edit Properties. 4. Go to the User Profile Disks tab. 5. Enable Use User Profile Disks. 6. Enter the path to the shared folder where you want to store the UPDs. 7. Configure other settings as needed, size limits, etc. B. Through PowerShell ***. Explanation setrode session collection configuration configures settings for a session collection. Collection name of the session collection. Use user profile disks enables or disables user profile disks. UPD central storage path specifies the path to the shared folder where the UPDs will be stored. V. Security considerations. Strong passwords enforce strong password policies for all users. Account lockout policies implement account lockout policies to prevent brute force attacks. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. Consider using MFA for enhanced security, especially for rdgateway access. Azure MFA integrates well with RDS. Network segmentation segment the RDS environment from other parts of the network. Regular security updates keep the operating system, applications, and antivirus software up to date with the latest security patches. Firewall configuration carefully configure firewalls to allow only necessary traffic to and from the RDS servers. Auditing enable auditing to track user activity and security events. Principle of least privilege grant users only the permissions they need to perform their tasks. Disable default administrator account disable the built-in administrator account and create a new administrative account with a different name. Network level authentication NLA requires users to authenticate before establishing a full RDP connection, reducing the risk of denial of service attacks. This is enabled by default. Consider the attack surface. With RDS, your endpoint is the RDS server, not the client computer. It is critical to harden this server and to use the least privilege principle. 6. Troubleshooting. Connection issues check network connectivity, firewall rules, DNS resolution, and RD gateway settings. Licensing issues verify that the licensing server is activated, that calories are installed, and that the RD session host server is configured to use the licensing server. Use the RD licensing diagnoser tool. Asterisk performance issues. Asterisk monitor resource usage and optimize server configuration. Asterisk event logs. Asterisk examine the event logs, application, system, and remote desktop services logs, for errors and warnings. Asterisk remote desktop session host configuration tool, config.msc. Use this tool to manage session settings, permissions, and other configurations. Asterisk PowerShell. Asterisk run getrode server and getrode session collection to check the status of your RDS deployment and session collections. Asterisk consult the Microsoft documentation. Asterisk Microsoft has detailed and comprehensive documentation on RDS. 7. Additional resources. Asterisk Microsoft documentation. Asterisk the official Microsoft documentation is the best resource for in-depth information on RDS. Search for Windows Server Remote Desktop Services on docs.microsoft.com. Asterisk Microsoft TechNet Forums. Asterisk the TechNet Forums are a great place to ask questions and get help from other IT professionals. Asterisk books and online courses. Asterisk several books and online courses cover RDS in detail. This guide provides a solid foundation for setting up and configuring remote desktop services on Windows Server 2025. Remember to adapt the configurations to your specific environment and security requirements. Always test changes in a non-production environment before implementing them in production. Good luck.